Thanks for joining us again on this podcast. My name is Femi Dada, President and CEO of Smarthost Design Technology. And today I have with me Moses Kuna.
Yes, Femi. How you doing?
I'm doing well today. I'm
All right.
excited.
Good to hear that.
Awesome.
Welcome, audience, on episode 2 of our podcast. I hope you enjoy it again, as always.
I forgot episode 2. All
Yes,
right.
yes.
So what we got going on today, Moses?
Yes,
Good
to welcome you guys again, and always good to have this podcast for the purpose of education and awareness. As you guys know, we have the CMMC going on, which is Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification.
So, all right. Awesome.
Yeah, so tell us, Femi. We heard that it's 2.0 and it's been around for some years. So if you could break it down for us.
Yeah, that's true, Moses. I'm glad you bring that up. So CMMC 2.0, again, being around for quite some time. It's been around in terms of the process of being rolled out. The government, DoD, decided that they need to keep information more secure. And because of that, they introduced CMMC, Cybersecurity Maturity Certification, to ensure that information are kept secure. The difference here, what's different, what has changed is that it used to be 5 levels, but they streamlined that process and made it into a 3 level. So what we mean in terms of what is 3 level, meaning that level 1 is just a basic foundational security. And then level 2 is for securing more sensitive information. So in other words, and of course, level 3 is even more advanced information that needs to be secure. So what this has done is that it made it a little bit more easier to manage so that small businesses can actually, it's much more cost effective, it's much more manageable. And so those are the main the main difference from CMMC 1.0 and 2.0. But I'll let you, I know you have a lot of questions for me, but yeah. I always get excited about CMMC, but
Yes, Femi, that is already sounding simpler. So if you can tell us what is new with the AI.
What's new with AI?
CMMC.
But how does AI get into CMMC?
With the system, Femi. They have the system that AI is incorporated with it.
Well, again, I'll say that, with AI, everything is AI these days, but I'm sure AI is going to get rolled into that too. But at the end of the day, Moses, it's more about securing information, right? So AI introduction into all of these things that are going on, into all of this workspace, it's basically information is more loose, and AI will do what it does best, which is go through the information and present it to the user as they are asking. So if the right implementation controls are put in place, AI is going to be well managed and well secure. But I think the question you're asking me about how is AI fall into all of this, but I'm going to answer the question in the sense that we have a unique process that we are leveraging that through some software that really helps that process, that simplifies the process, the time to get the assessment and things done in a more reasonable fashion. So is that what you're alluding to?
Yes. Interesting, Femi.
Okay.
I think the alignment with NIST standard. Any key changes?
Okay, in terms of CMMC alignment with NIST standard, I think what the standard we're talking about here is NIST 800-171. So one thing that has happened again is that these are all for good because CMMC now is fully aligned with NIST 800-171 cybersecurity controls measurement. So in other words, it's much easier for people to implement CMMC now because before it's just all over the place. DoD government had their own standard, which basically is like you're going to have a standard of another standard, right? So by aligning the CMMC to NIST 800-171 at level 1 and level 2 with the revision 2 for level 2 in particular. So that makes things very streamlined and very easy for small businesses or even large businesses to get compliant.
Okay. Well, interesting, Femi. Thank you. also heard that they are introducing something called POAM and MIS. Can you please break it down for the benefit of the audience?
You mean POAM and what?
And MIS.
Okay, and so when we talk about POAM is basically a plan of action and milestone.
Yeah.
So at level 1 of CMMC, level 1 is a self-assessment, and to some degree, level 2 for some particular requirement can also be self-assessed with a POAM, meaning that the way the POAM works is that when you implement your cybersecurity control, you will support it with a POAM, which is again plan of action and milestone, which has some documentation to say, hey, this certain area we're working on it, we're not there yet, but with that document to support it, you are saying, your company is saying that we have an action plan, and this is how we're going to roll out that plan with specific milestone to get that accomplished. So again, it supports the whole approach of helping and making this cost-effective way and manageable way to become CMMC compliant.
Well, thank you, Femi, for answering it. It sounds to me like there are changes that affect the mid-sized business companies. So with that being said, any changes, can you break it down?
Again, I would like maybe you can be specific. There are some changes for big size
In
companies.
terms of the timeline?
Okay, CMMC has been around for quite some time now, right? But it's not fully implemented yet. Okay. But recently, CMMC, the rules and regulation were submitted and has been reviewed, and it has been released to public registration, and it's been released. So now the time is ticking, and by December 15 this year, 2024, CMMC is fully going to be the law of the land.
Wow.
And what that means is that for businesses like you and I, that are supporting the government and DoD in particular, if your business is supporting DoD, meaning that you have to be compliant. So again, government, DoD, they're going to roll this out in a manner of crawl, walk, and run approach. And what that means is that they're going to be rolling this out in the next 2 years. Again, and what you and I know is that, we talk about 2 years, we talk about 1 year, and in the blink of an eye, that time is here before you know it.
Right.
So if you're a business today and you are watching our podcast, or you're listening to us from anywhere, the point is you got to start now. If you haven't already started, we at Smarthost, we already level 1 compliant, and we have our POAM. We're actually shooting for the level 2 because we support DoD at the moment. So we are already we're being compliant for level 2. So the assessors are not ready yet. So we're going to be doing that final assessment by 3 p.m. By 3 p.m. I'll probably should talk about that a little bit. So basically, we have a level 1, and we have a POAM to support the gaps. So again, if you're a business today and you have to start, if you haven't started already, so that you don't lose out, or you don't get in a situation where you won't be able to bid for contract just because you don't have certain compliance.
Yeah.
So for the sake of time, I'm not sure how much time we have, but one thing I was trying to say is that, as I mentioned, level 1 is self-compliant, self-assessment.
Yeah.
And then level 2 is assessed by 3PAO, which is a third-party accreditation organization. They will come in, assess your system, make sure everything is in line, and they will submit that to the CMMC accreditation body, AB. And then, of course, with joint review, you will get your certification. Those certifications last for 3 years. On the CMMC level 1 side of things, the assessment, the same thing is getting self-certified is an annual thing. So every year you will self-attest. You will self-attestify that we are compliant, and the business owner is going to sign over that they are. And then they do that every year for 3 years. But when you are on the level 2 side of things, you get assessed by a third party, 3PAO, I should say, third party assessment organization. Mm-hmm. And that certification that you get will last for 3 years before you have to renew it again.
All right. So if you are a small business looking to be compliant, this will be the best time to have the conversation. And with that being said, Femi, yes. Is Smarthost Design Technologies able to help with that process?
Absolutely, Moses. We have a unique we have a unique perspective here, right? In the sense that we are a government contractor, we're doing what you're doing, and we have assessed ourselves, and we are in compliance. So we've done it for ourselves, and we've done it for several other companies that are serving the government. So, and again, we've been an IT company for over 15 years. Mm-hmm. So security is what we live and breathe. So just we help companies with those compliance, whether you are in need of a assessment or in need of getting your POAM together, or submitting your SPRS record, uploading those information. We're here to help. We've done it. We have the experience. We have the capability. We have the resources and the expertise to get this process done. So I think we certainly can help.
All right, Femi. Thank you very much at this time. Thank you, audience, for tuning in. We are at the end of our podcast. And for more information on your CMMC 2.0, please don't hesitate. Reach out to us. Let's get compliant together.
And one thing you forget to mention, again, if you want to get more information from us, you can follow us on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and everywhere you get this podcast, so that we can continue to bring you critical information like this to make your business more successful.
Yes. All right. Let's do it together. Thank you. Bye for now. See you.
Bye-bye.